Hey, welcome to Zachary 3D Prints. Zach here. Welcome. Um, I look kind of funny now because, like other live streams, I'm doing this live stream from Streamyard, which also is in the title. Um, yeah, just like the old days, Wednesdays. I was always streaming on Wednesday as well. Uh, uh, in addition to the let's say like in the old days, in the OG days of Zachary 3D prints. Of course, I didn't stream in a while, so probably people are watching other streams as well. Hey, no problem here. Um, a lot of fun. It's summer. It's warm outside. Today was like 36 degrees outside, so it was also here still very hot. I do have an air conditioning, but I think I had to do something else in the meantime. Um, hey, 3D RCC, how are you doing? Um, if you want, there is a possibility to be on camera as well because this is StreamYards. It's a tool that I used to use quite a lot in the early OG days of Zachary 3D prints. I think 3D RCC know that. Um, yeah, great buddy, great person. Um, it's it's really warm here, 32 degrees C currently. Um, yeah, I have one of those banners. I'm going to show it. So if you want to be, you can. If you don't, well, you don't. Uh, a few rules. If you want to be here on stream, audio and video. I mean, I know sometimes I'm looking very foolish here on YouTube, but hey, that's okay. Last live stream. I don't know when the last live stream was that I did. I think it's quite a while. Isn't that right? 3D RCNC? I think the last time was we have 18 here inside of the house or outside. So I tried to add some music. I don't know if that is possible. Yeah, it was quite a while. I think the last live stream was when you won the Death Racer, which you did receive, which is quite nice, right? And also version 2. I'm so jealous. But I don't have to be because I know it's in good hands. Last time that I spoke with somebody this week, not on a live stream, but I don't want to say face to face, but communicating over the tools that we have, like Facebook Messenger, video chat. I had a nice video chat with Nonstick, and we were going through the OG days of the channel. It's quite cool. Well, both pretty much, maybe a bit. Yeah, so tomorrow will be a whole lot cooler than today. According to my stats, today was 37 degrees C. Now currently it's like 20 and very cloudy. Tomorrow, Thursday, sunny, but 24 degrees. So it's a little bit cooler. That's fine. Friday, I really hope, no, Saturday, I really hope that Saturday stays dry because I'm going to a RC shop in Ude. It's like a half an hour drive, something like that. So for the Dutch measurements, it's close by. That means that I can we are going there. They are celebrating their 15th year anniversary. So that's cool. No, yeah, exactly. Now, currently, according to my alarm clock, it's 32 degrees C inside. I've got one fan here, I've got one fan there, but that one I'm not using because it's blowing the cold air behind my glasses, and then I'm starting to get very emotional. I'm starting to tear up, so I don't want to have that. Then on that side, on top of my Saturn Ultra 4K resin printer is another fan, and here next to me is a huge mobile air conditioning. The fun part is, um, it was really hot yesterday. I used the air conditioning, but the fun part is this morning it was very chill. It was like 25 degrees inside, and um, long story short, it was leaking. Hey, non-stick, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I'm using headphones. That is for a reason. Um, I'm using StreamYards because we talked about it, non-stick. Hey, Clown Hammer, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hey, Simon Snow. Long time no see, but that is also because I was spending more time outside than inside. And usually on Friday, me and the boys, we are driving outside with our RC cars. And sometimes you see some YouTube shorts passing by me driving like madman with my Ford Bronco, scale 1 on 10, scale RC crawler, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, it has been a bit. And so I basically should work on a video, but the thing is, I need to have some rest. Yeah, yeah. That's correct. So many people outside. Why would we go outside? Inside is where our safe zone is, right? Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, you mentioned something, but I didn't hear it. Yeah, streaming on Streamyards. Oh, I can also do this. Yeah, it's been quite a while that I used StreamYards to do streaming. Um, so just like this, I can flip a switch, show comments on stage, and now people can see the comments as well. But there is already a replay function, so I can leave that out if I want to. What I also can do, if I'm going to respond to one of my friends, I can do this. Yeah, indeed, Clownshammer. It's been a bit. And also, yeah, I wasn't on Jared's stream also for the same reason as for Fridays. Yeah, I'm a lot of time outside playing with the RC car, drinking some beers, having a lot of fun, touching some dirt, feeling fresh air, having some sun. Indeed, it's a very cool, a nice feature. Yeah, nice feature. I could do it like this. I can do it like that. But then you see the box here. Yeah, here. Yeah. Outside is also where a lot of fun is. Of course, I cannot hang out with my other friends here on the World Wide Web, but people are choosing for it to be also more outside instead of sitting in front of a screen during the hot days. Hey, Science Sniper, how are you doing? Very busy. I'm very busy. Currently, still working on the Anycubic Cobra S1. If you saw the video from last Friday, it was a replacement video because I did do a kind of review first sides of the Anycubic Cobra S1. Uh, I wasn't really flabbergasted about the printer, so it's going back into the drawing board. I'm going to do more test prints. I need to make sure that the bed is clean, not using IPA, because the IPA that I'm currently using is diluted with some maybe some resin. I don't know what's wrong, but the build plate isn't working as it's supposed to. If you are following me on Twitter, you did see a post passing by about something I have ordered for my Prusa Core 1, an upgrade. Yeah, Science Sniper. It's a thing. It's really a thing. I don't know if you are posting long form and short form content, but I would say as a general line of advice, especially during the summer, try to post things you can also do outside, practical prints for outside stuff like that, because people are more outside than inside. So if they cannot use it outside, what's the purpose then? Um, just like I mentioned, go and visit on YouTube vidIQ, watch a lot of videos, and try to grow your channel that way. They have all the ins and outs and the basics that you need to know about growing on YouTube, because it can be quite hard. Mostly shorts, just post things that are related to summer and 3D printing. I mean, like just like a beach safe, something like that, where you can put your money in, your phone, and then cover it up and put it in the sand with a little flag post, something like that. Just mentioning something. That and there are also things that you can do in the garden, or some other outside activities that people are now doing instead of hanging in front of the screen. Oh, thanks, nonstick. So I have no idea if the live stream would be a long stream or just short. Um, I'm not actively going to print something because it is way too hot here, and I was like, yeah, I didn't have anything planned for today. I don't want to sit in front of the screen and watching some YouTube videos. But then here I am watching a screen and doing some YouTube stuff. You cannot make this up, right? Hey, Captain Kern Makes, how are you doing? Greetings and a humility to all. No, serious. It's hot and humid. Yeah, I need a dryer box to sit in, but not put it on a high temperature to dry yourself out, right? Oh, cool. Exactly. Um, nice, but not dying of drying. So you know how it works. This is Streamyards. I can send you a link to enter the stream. I don't know how other people will do the StreamYard streams, but a few rules if you are going to be online, um, audio and also your face on camera. If you don't want to, then I'm not going to share any screen. Uh, I'm not, you know what I mean, right? Because I don't want to have any weird people on stream and then saying some stupid stuff. And then, I had that in the past. Me and Nonstick, we talked about it 2 days ago. We're not going to do that. Yesterday I was playing a game and I met one of my fans. Ooh, that's cool. Get video out and stripping the backyard to nothing. Oh, it's also something that is on my wish list. Stripping the whole backyard and then try to make something pretty out of it. But now currently, StreamYard. And also special thanks to my patron supporters and YouTube channel members. Nonstick, thank you for your support. Simon Snow, thank you also for the support you provide. And also Montana Maker, thank you so much for being an amazing dude and supporting me over the YouTube channel members. So some little perks. This is just, you know, this is how it is. You can support the channel monthly base, not only by, hitting the like button, commenting on the videos and being subscribed. You can also support this channel on monthly base with a little money. I'm not begging here, but I'm just making you aware of it, that there is a possibility. So what do you get? Your name will be mentioned in every video. I had this fancy nameplates with a YouTube sign still in my youngest daughter bedroom. I need to find a solution for that because all the spacing of the YouTube letters are perfect. So I need to find a space here where this permanently in view during streams or some other ways. And also you will be having access to videos before everybody else without even a YouTube ad. How cool is that? So that are all the perks, and of course, the higher tier members will get some more perks, like more insights, more backstage, basically backstage, and some ideas or other stuff that I probably will post on the YouTube channel member community page or on Patreon. I also see a lot of free members on Patreon. I don't know how when that came to be, and I asked all the people there what they see and why they follow, because everything that I post is not visible, if I remember it correctly. Anyways, how does it work? So lately, more RC stuff on the YouTube channel. Started with the Amazing Death Racer, of course. It is 80-90% finished. I still need to get some few more metal rods for the tracks. I need to reprint the I want to say bulge, but that is something else. But this thing I need to reprint it because it toppled over. But I need to reprint this. Yeah, that's basically the only thing that I need to. Oh yeah, and I think the legs. I also need to do the legs. And then it's fully built. I'm not really sure if I'm ever going to bring it to a rep fest or 3D Printopia. But it's an additional weight in my suitcase, and I usually take a backpack with me. So for that reason, I don't usually bring a lot with me. Um, just heads up, I have a bit of a headache. Oh, thanks, nonstick. So, Sniper, I need help growing. Yeah, I gave you advice. Watch YouTube videos about growing your channel. vidIQ, Think Media. There are a lot of channels that are making videos how to do that. We as YouTube content creators, we all need to learn the same things. And for everybody, yes, you can learn a lot through the videos, but actually finding your way in it is for everybody a different path, is a different journey. Because if I would have figured it out how it worked, my channel was also skyrocketing, but it is not. And every single year, I see during the summer a dip in views. I'm not really sure if people are leaving this channel. I do see that it is still growing with some subscribers per week. I think now 9,700 and I think 24, something like that. It's steady, it's growing, not super fast, but hey, I cannot force people to watch my videos and to subscribe to the channel. It's a thing that they have to do. The only thing that I can do is trying to make videos that are awesome to watch, engaging, great title and thumbnail. So yeah, exactly. This is this is something I totally agree on. Captain Karn makes totally true. I mean, you can follow the strategy from, for example, the 3D printing nerd or John Proper Printing or Ivan Miranda, and some other big names in the 3D printing space. But you will figure out that if you do exactly the same thing that they did, you won't grow. You know why? People want authenticity. They want to have videos that they can engage with, that they feel a connection with. So Yeah, you can copy and maybe it works, but sometimes it maybe doesn't work. Yeah, yeah, true. Uh, I last year I had a talk with Chuck Hallebuck. I also said it this week to my friend Nonstick. I had a conversation with Chuck Hallebuck, and he said like it doesn't matter how big or small the channel is. Everybody's within the 3D printing space see the same thing. Summer comes in a dip, and so around September October you will see that it's inclining or is growing again. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. I'm just making stuff from games and movie in real life. That's fun. Nice. Yeah, best advice. If you're making a lot of game or movie, maybe series related things, tag as much as you can. People have to remember who you are as a wholesome person, not like a asshole person. Almost the same kind of naming, but totally different meanings. And with asshole, I mean like going into other people's live stream, talking. Yeah, I don't want to say talking about the channel, but you know, begging like, oh, subscribe to my. Just like a few years ago, where people said like sub for sub or hey, yeah, you want to subscribe to my channel, something like that. How tagging to be precise? Well, for example, if you're printing stuff for a Marvel movie, for example, no, better in the game industry. So you are making a model of a very famous game character. Tag the company, the studio that made the game. Tag the designer. Tag as much as possible, and using hashtags as well. So if you're on Twitter, your ad, and then Marvel Studios or Marvel movies or whatever, maybe Guerrilla Games, I don't know, and also the designer, and then hashtag Halo, Horizon, Guerrilla Games, as much as you can. So it expands more your discoverability. Did the Make a Chip get more subs? No, not really. Not in my case. But you know, the whole thing with the Make a Chips, I do like the idea. I am still for something like that. But I noticed during the Rocky Mountain Rap Fest, if you have a table, you are easily getting rid of them. But if you're walking around, yeah, I don't want to say, especially if you are having a small channel, then people don't draw by that quickly. I basically was, swapping out the maker chips. A lot of Discord have self promotion channel. Yeah, yeah. Then yeah, what I would like to say: show what you do, be noticeable, and if people ask like, "Hey, dude, I really like the stuff that you are making. Where can I find more? And then you are basically selling without selling, because most of the social media, and I think Discord is also one of those. Um, if people really would like to find where they can find more of you, you probably have also a link to your social medias like Twitter, Facebook, uh, Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that. So doesn't matter on which kind of social media you are, but make sure to have a link tree or something that people can find more about what you do, what you like, what you show. You gave out about 200, and I was walking around. Yeah, I was also walking around. I still have the same blocks. I really need to clean out my room. This is insane how much stuff is everywhere and maybe nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Or or for example, on printables, you have designers, and if you printed one of those designs from a maker there, you can take pictures and post it under their makes section. It's also a way to show how amazing the model looks like. Yeah. A guy wanted only the STL files from my video. Yeah, that's something that can happen. It's a normal thing. Yeah, non-stick. It's officially called Link Tree, but it's basically a tree of links, and not like chain links, but links like to other social medias. Um, sure. Now you have me saying that back and forth in my head. Link tree link. He acted a little bit weird. Yeah, always be careful, because you don't want to have people stealing your designs. Yeah, talking about copyright, trademark, and IP, I will do an update video within a few days about that, because I made a video about you know licensed models, and I still get a lot of feedback from people on that video. So long story short, if you design something based upon a already existing figure, like a game character or a movie character, Pokemon, something like that, yeah, it is your design, but it is based off a IP that you don't have any rights to. And for as long as it will last, you can do whatever you want with it. Then it is still an area where you have to be very careful, because there can be a moment that a Marvel studio says like, "Hey, all cool and fun, but stop what you do." Because do you have any written permission to use our design for your commercial purpose? So yeah. Yeah, I mean, to react on that one, that has to then be a fan art. Yeah, that is the gray area. It can be fan art, and everybody would like to print a Pokemon or a Spider-Man or Thor or maybe some other amazing movie characters or series characters or any anything in that regard. It's cool. It's fun. But as long as the studios don't release them themselves, we are um, we are bound to the amazing designers that takes hours and even days in it to actually make a high quality model that you can print on your Bamboo Lab, Prusa, Reality, Anycubic, or many other 3D printers, or even on a resin printer. So, yeah, as long as we have them, we can print them. Awesome. Stole my name in the Game of Thrones game. Oh, really? Stole my name in the Game of Thrones game. Wow. And just like your name as Captain Karn makes, or what? Which kind of name that he stole then? If you want to tell that, say that. So I've heard that gets around some things supposedly. Yeah. And now also I think also it's going faster because of AI. A lot of designers or original IP holders want to make sure that AI doesn't steal models or characters. Captain Karn. Wow, really? But like in the Game of Thrones series, in the game, fun, because I can imagine, if you Google your name, Captain Karn makes, you will find everywhere your name, everywhere. But if a company like that's bound to Game of Thrones is using that name, your you and your channel in search results are going down, because Game of Thrones is very popular, so it's being searched up a whole lot more. Okay, a player that took my name. Okay, how did you find out? By the way, how did you find that out? All I know that the logo can be used and it needs to be changed by like 30% of something. Okay, I don't know. Oh, that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hey, buddy, you're using a name that's already trademarked. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. If you, I had that also for a very long time when I was building the Prusa i3 Mark II S. When you were looking it up, you saw at the first page, you saw only my videos passing by. So, yeah, Goog- Googling the name and you find your name being on top. That's the way to go. Best advice for anyone on social media is to get your name protected. Just a little question. How do you do that? So other people also learn from your experiences. Steph, how are you doing? Great to see you here, man. Well, am I okay? In some ways. Yeah. Let's say like some mental issues. I can be very happy and energetic in a video, but that's not always the actual size of SAG. Side of SAG. So I'm okay. I didn't get through legal Zoom, but any trademark copyright attorney can do it. Oh, great. What is oh what has Polymaker to do with that? Polyfill. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can wear the wig, but it's like 32 degrees here. Pretty warm. Hello there. Um, is it me or is the audio off? I don't know. It's a it's a different kind of stream platform that I'm using. It's Streamyard. So basically, I can share a link and people can drop in. If you want, you can, but only with camera and audio. I don't want to have weirdos in my stream. Let's say it like that. So because he's talking about taking your thunder. Thunder. Yeah. Yeah. Science Sniper says I have a lot of mental issues right now. Yeah. Seek help. Talk with people about it and try to get over it if it is possible within your reach. On the topic of printers, I had my first clock with the Cobra S1. Got it cleaned, but order more nozzles just in case. Yeah, sometimes that's the best way to go. Change my name, main name again. Oh, wait. Change my name, main name. Bear Bells Ideenkompass. I would say it sounds very German. Is it Tinkerbell? Yeah, Elven Prince. Yes, Elven Prince. Why do I say Tinkerbell? Elven Prince, of course. One of my favorite German people. Purple German. Natürlich. It's called epilepsy. Oh, that's not fun. I know there are medication for it. I'm not really sure if you are using medication for that. I hope it's also, you know, funded by the government. I hope so. Prescription medication. Good. The yeah, no, I'm not going to ask. I'm off. I'm sorry, buddy. My head is mad, getting worse. Get better soon. Sleep well, man. Oh wow, that's terrible. Well, I can I can take the headphones off. In the meantime, let me know in the chat which which 3D printer you want to talk about that is just being released. Artillery. Hmm. Uh, have you been to the show in Amsterdam? I have. I have been. No, I have been to the printed Amsterdam World Conference. Was fun. Was great to meet a lot of people that I have never met before. It was quite expensive. I mean, nearly 200 euros for only the tickets. Then also the hotel cost additional, what was it, 250 euros? Yeah, I have here also from Earth, no Earth, Remurf. I've got here a business card from somebody that I have met at there. Very cool, amazing dude. He said that he uh, he does form next, and we were talking, and he said, "Yeah, well, I saw your name passing by several times, so really a lot of thanks for covering form next every single year." And said, "Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I also really enjoy that a lot of consumer based 3D printers and stuff you need for those printers are on one floor, so that I don't have to go over four halls and find out the consumer base sitting in between them." So after, I think, an hour and a half talk, he handed me his business card, and he is just the vice president of Formnext. So cool. So yeah, I can reach out to him. We had also a nice conversation when we were waiting at the airport. So we hung out some while, some time. The Tronxy VO 1000, it's twice as tall as the Giga. No way. Yeah, so what is Printed World Conference? Well, it's actually not like the Rep Fest. It's not like Forum Next, where you are going to meet companies, talk with them, meet makers, and talk with them. But then, if you think about it, how it was, it's basically the same concept, but it's a conference, not a festival, not a make a fair kind of thing. So, Prusa, E3D, Snapmaker, uh, Polymaker in some ways was there as well. Uh, the Recycle Fabric was also there. So a small group of businesses were there. So for the 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, no, Thursday, Friday, there were a lot of uh, presentations and talks, and basically companies working together with content creators. And it doesn't really matter if you are on Facebook or on YouTube or TikTok. People were sharing their battles, their strategies about how to get sponsorships, about how to uh, do stuff on YouTube or on TikTok, how everything works basically. So companies are not longer looking for people showing off their printer as in a review, but more like, what are you doing with our product? Can be printer, can be filament, can be the latest hot end. Now you use it within your video. So you are actually making and using their product. And then within the video, just like many creators already do, um, yeah, give an introduction like, hey, I can make project A because this 3D printer is big enough. Like an unintentional or unnecessary inventions. He has a fleet of bamboo 3D printers, but he doesn't do it so well that now he has the H2D with also a laser variant as well. And he shows what he is printing, how how he works with it, and basically making an whole project with this printer. This is what companies really would like to see more, instead of, hey, I got myself another 3D printer. So that is basically where 2025 is all about. And if you are watching a lot of YouTube channels in the making space, um, proper printing, Swedish maker, unnecessary inventions, um, made by layers, basically, everybody's showing off what they can make with the products that they receive from a company. And if you have a project and maybe you don't have the funds for getting a printer like this, reach out to the company. Say like, hey, I've got this project in mind, and I think your printer would suit very well for the project that I have. Would you like a partnership? We Would you like to collaborate with the channel? So basically, what they are saying in a nutshell: don't copy what others do, but be yourself and make something amazing that not everybody can copy from what you just did. So for me, that was a thing that I want to do for a very long time. But funds, time, space. So for the period afterwards, I was thinking like, okay, well, what can I do outside of 3D printing, but using 3D printers to make stuff? I do like robotics. I do like RC stuff, radio controlled stuff. So I can do something with that. So yeah, during the summer it will be RC cars. During the winter it will be robots. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I can imagine that it is quite hard, science sniper. But I need to find filament manufacturer to work with. I saw ads from Recycle Fabric on a panel on YouTube from the show. Yeah, that probably could have been me in one of my shorts. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can make a review about the Anycubic Cobra S1. I can do. But then somebody else comes, also have the printer, also make a review, and now two people are reviewing the printer. One says, "Oh, it's a terrible 3D printer. I won't suggest to buy it." The other one says, "Like, hey, this is a really cool 3D printer." So like, almost exactly the same stuff. Like everybody should buy this printer. But then a maker comes, uses one of those 3D printers, and makes a lot of cool stuff, like the the latest hue forge in a big tile, and play with it, be very creative, and companies see how well these printers perform. And the only thing that a creator or a maker needs to say, like, hey, if you are interested in buying this 3D printer, check out the link in the description and get your own and make something cool. This is also, I think, why Ivan Miranda always says, like, go out and make something, right? I will still make the videos that I used to make, but some videos or some kind of type of videos I won't make anymore. I don't want to say the downside, because that sounds very negative, and I don't want it to sound very negative. But there are still videos from 4 or 5 years ago that I still get comments on. People saying like, "Oh, this," or "Oh, that," you know, on a video that is not actual anymore. But hey, the video still generate views. um, I have to catch up your videos and shorts only if you want to and have time to do that. I finally got filament sponsor after months or sending inquiries out, and this happened out of the blue after a remorse. I personally also totally agree on that. Captain Karn makes. Um, if you can make it to at least one festival a year that is close by and financially to do without breaking the bank or without you basically not eating anything for a few months, if you can make it to one of those events, please go, because companies are there, makers are there, and probably one of your viewers are there as well. So yeah, I had the encounter that I saw one of my patron supporters or ex-patron supporter there. So he said that he will come back. But it's nice to meet people in person. Networking. Fun thing. What? Really? Reality wrote me a mail a few weeks ago offering to test a new printer, and I asked some questions about the product. Never got any message from them. Oh, that's terrible. Now, that's if, let's say it like this: if they offer you a printer, and this is general advice, not only to um, Bear Bearballs Idee Compass, but to everybody here. If you are active on social media and you're posting on weekly base a few posts and they get a traction, when companies are reaching out to you like, hey, can you feature one of my videos to test it out, or can you do this with our printer, or can you do that? Sometimes it's good to not ask too many questions, because sometimes they will send you their latest 3D printer where nobody knows about. Oh, I know somebody like that. She was one in one of my videos. She is so amazing. She is so cool. She is so, I don't want to say playful, because then it sounds really like, but she was a lot of fun. But then she asked me not to ask too difficult questions because she didn't know don't know much about the product. It can happen that such kind of people are at a booth as well. Handle them with respect because they are so nice and so polite, but sometimes they don't know anything about the product. Anyways, you can also ask people questions and they know a lot about the product, but you cannot really understand what they are saying. Sometimes that happens as well. Uh, I wrote several offers as well. My focus is on German brands. They seem to live on a rock. Yeah, probably they do. They want to meet you in person. It sure helps. Yeah, it sure does. When some manufacturers say to you like, "You're going to every event, right?" Uh, I know that. I think Rudolph from Prussia said that to me. Like, hey Zach, you're going to every event you go to, right? Said, well, there are a lot of events that I don't go to, which I do want to go. But then, not only the money, but also time. I still have, I think, 2 or 3 videos from Remerve that I can post, but now it's like 2 months ago. It's not actual anymore. Yeah, I have multiple filament company sponsorship. That is always great. You can print the most craziest stuff that you can imagine and just, you know, mentioning their brand, tell how great or which kind of experience you have with the filament. But more show than tell. Exactly. I mean, some people don't know, but they have something that they can use where other people's can't. Um, I won't ask questions next time. They listen. They did find you. They saw your content, so they know like, hey, she's 60 or 60 plus, which is very cool. She's female and she makes amazing stuff. And for those people, is a market as well. Hey, Andre, how are you doing? Great to see you, man. Is there any kind of meeting in Netherlands, Germany, where creators meet? Um, Printed? No, not really. There will be Maker Days, something like Maker Fair, but then not licensed anymore. I hope it's going to be Maker Fair again. Now I'm focused on getting more subscribers. I would say focus on trying to make as best as possible videos or shorts and post them on regular base. So if 2 times or 3 times a week for YouTube Shorts works for you, and keep them going, because there are a lot of 3D printer YouTubers or 3D print YouTubers that have grown their channel very quickly with 3D printing YouTube Shorts. You know. I want to focus on lady DIY. That's a great niche within 3D printing or making. That's nice. Yeah, exactly. The best advice. So maybe you organize a meetup. I will come. Yeah, the thing is, this 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 is me talking. Okay, I'm a very shy person. I'm this type of guy that wants to be invisible in huge crowds, but in a small group, I will do fair. I will do great. Um, I I do like to organize, but I'm not good at it. And I know if I'm going to organize something like the Dutch Rap Fest, I could do that. How? How do I get money? Because in the end, somebody needs to pay for it. I know several people who stream and are introverts, so you're not alone. No, I'm not an introvert. I do like to talk a lot. Some people that saw me in person know that I can talk a lot, but I can also be this very silent person as well. What make a video of Squid Game items? I don't know. Make make them make short and post them. I have the same thing with RC. The I don't know which kind of short it was. So I posted a video. 3D printing is fun, but RC is fun too. The first day that I posted, it was looking terrible. It had a, you know, usually when I post YouTube shorts, I will see this and then, flattening out. So what happened with this video, it went like this and I had maybe like less than 100 views the first 24 hours. And I was like, oh, fuck. Here we go again. Zach is trying something and nobody likes it. But then after a few days, more than 1,200 views and even gained one subscriber. I don't want to say it's the best performing video, but hey, I earned 5 cents with it. Anyways, it's it's what it is. I mean, if you don't try it, you will never know. And I think for most YouTubers or content creators on YouTube, when you don't try, you don't know. Hey, Moji 3D, one of the other people that I have met recently as well. How are you doing, sir? Great to see you, man. And also, it matters quite a lot at what moment or which time that you are posting the YouTube short or a YouTube video. I'm doing pretty well, ups and downs. Let's say it like that. So, some of the plans is, since I also want to focus a little bit more on 3DC, 3DC, RC cars as well. I have seen several cool models. So what I want to do, I want to order a another Dead Racer kit, and then using all the parts for an RC car, something like that. Time to go to work, I guess. Really? Well, have a nice workday. Huh, I can understand that. Yeah, so YouTube is not doing that well. It's the summer. I'm also more outside, not producing any or not a lot of content, long form content. So yeah. Yeah, I have seen 3D sets models, but some of those are like 30, 40 euros, which I think, yeah, I don't want to say it's expensive, but if you see me driving with my Traxxas 1 on 10 scale crawler, I'm going fast. Yeah, the files are inexpensive, but filament, electronics, all the stuff you need, yeah, Yeah, basically, yeah, true. The files are inexpensive. Aren't inexpensive. Sorry. Um, yeah, you pay like 30, 40, 50 euros for a file, a digital file. And then you still need to have the filament, getting all the RC stuff, but also in some ways gears and stuff. There are a lot of parts too. Yeah. Well, technically, I have the possibility to print all the parts at once, but you don't want to just take every spool of filament that you have and make a Frankenstein model out of it. It doesn't show nice on the video. Electronics can be really expensive. Yeah. I mean, with the that Racer kit, like $160. I don't think it's expensive. You get a great deal on it, so that's cool. But you know that also Big Tree Tech or BQ is getting money. They earn with it. I think the average size set take about 2.5 kilograms to print. Yeah, that's also what I have read various times. Um, so if you don't know where we are talking about, you're not familiar with it. Um, so basically, this is where Moji 3D is talking about, or where we were talking about. Very cool models. We are going over it. So if you're not familiar, 3D Sets is a website where you can buy RC stuff. Well, we say RC stuff, but what I actually mean files that you can pay for it and then download it. And then you can 3D print all of the stuff and make your own 3D printed RC car. They have various models. The biggest size is 1:8 scale. So, like the van here of the A team, because that is technically what it is. Um, it's it's huge. It's big. It's 1:8 scale. So here we have some models. I'm in the range of the crawlers. We have here some sets. I really like this set a lot. It's kind of similar that what I have with the Bronco. So if you click on it, you have a lot of cool models here. A lot of parts are 3D printed. You can even print the tires as far as I know. Also detailed interior. I would print something like this in TPU to make extra to make it extra cool. Hey, Tripod Garage, I have a RC model that I'm printing that is costing a lot more money. $1,700 in parts and materials. Really? Which kind of model is that then? Or is that the grass mower? I was into three RC 30 years ago, 3D printing. Yeah. Also a few rock crawlers. That's nice. I also have a crawler from Traxxas, and very fun. Um, Traxxas also did reposted my tweets several times, which is cool. Um, yeah, we have a lot of dirt now since they are renovating or renewing our driveway or street. So yeah, we can ride over it. We can. I have a 3S battery in there, which is a lot faster than the other two. A lot of fun. Oh, it's okay, okay, okay. So I'm very interested. Um, Doors can open, a lot of details, hinges, mirrors, stuff like that. So they have also a belt drive 4x4. So a lot of details, building guides, stuff like that. So that will be one of the videos in the future. You have the actual Capra. Let's find that. Nice. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, I've got this one. I've got them in white. This is the one that I have. This is the old version. What I can do, I can take the cover off and switch it for this one if I want to. This is my version that I have, but this is the M scale. It's a nice body. It has those easy clips, so you can exchange the covers very quickly and easy. I've got also the light kit for it. It was not quite light in the wallet, but hey, it's fun because sometimes we also drive during the evening and nights. Then that can be nice. Uh, uh, oh yeah, that's cool. That's really looking cool. I never had the Traxxas crawler, but I did have the X Max, the bandit buggy. Is that also crawler? Ooh, nice. Wait, it does have four-wheel steering? Nice. No, it's just big, fast truck. Yeah, mine too. Me, uh, the neighbor from across the street, he has the um, Defender, and another friend also in the same street. He has also a Bronco, but he has a lift kit and bigger wheels on it. And if we if we all are driving straight line, I'm always the fastest. And it doesn't really matter if I'm using the 2S or 3S battery. Um, 8S battery and belted. Ooh, that's cool. Um, prove me prove me wrong. The Tesla truck and the EV Hummer are just giant scale RCs. You're not wrong there. Um, I5 filament company sponsorship. You get five spools of filament or five different companies. The problem is YouTube channel subscribers every single time. Yeah, it's what I said before. Find a solution to overcome that little issue to grow more. See my perspective? I don't know. I mean, like I see sometimes your YouTube shorts. I don't think it's something wrong with it. Trackers make good stuff, but I do need to say it's expensive. Just for a little highlight. So I got my wife that far that that we visit the RC shop, and I already knew that the car and the controller were in total 600 euros, and it's a pre-built, so I don't need to do anything except for buying a battery and a charger. So I bought that as well. It was 120 euro more. Um, yeah, it's complete kit. He asked me which battery that I wanted, and I said like I'm a beginner, but I also do like speed. So I he gave me a 3S battery and also an additional 2S battery for the dead racer. Now with an adapter, I can use both batteries in my RC. Um, and the light kit for the Bronco, 120 euro. But in order to switch lighting teams, I have to press a button on the car side. So you can get a receiver for in the receiver, so that you can connect it with your phone over Bluetooth, and then you can change things. I'm partially to Armor IRCs. Let's see. Is that with double R? Ah, okay. So crawling and speed as well, I guess. Oh, that one is nice. Can we say that this is a little bit Bronco style? Wow, nice. RC is like pew pews. Never tell your wife what you really paid for them. Well, my wife was with me next to me when I paid for it all. But I said, like, I need to find some additional niche within the 3D printing. Okay. Um, super fast. How fast does it go? Like 150 kilometers per second? Per hour, sorry. It's hard to keep the front wheels down. Can't imagine. I sometimes have that as well. If I drive backwards and trying to make a turn, it's very quickly off two wheels. I have too many interests. 3D printing is just part of it. Emotional damage emergency. I'm sorry, Betty. I don't know if it is the topic that we are talking about or if it is because of your channel, but I already gave you some advice. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Reminds me of my Ducati. Oh yeah, could be, could be. I clocked it at speed at over 100 miles per hour, but the accelerometer always get ripped off. Why? Something else entirely. Oh, yeah, that's. I know that there are some Traxxas cars going 200 kilometers per hour. I mean, like, how can you keep up with that? Watching it, it's faster than normal regular car. And the thing is, if you just make one small steering mistake, it's in ruins. I drove the Thunderdrome in California in 1993 at 85 miles per. Yeah, as the car exploded. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That is fast. 160. My gosh. Yeah, sometimes I drive backwards and then forwards again, and then it drives on the back wheels. I also, yeah, sometimes I'm laying on my side, and by steering the wheels, because there's a four-wheel drive, I can make a certain turn, and then it flips on its wheels again. Yeah, it's not always good for the cover. It can be terrible, but hey, it's a lot of fun. There is a guy in my town that has a custom built drag RC, 250 miles per hour. Whoa, my god, 402. But I have the steering wheels trimmed well enough. Because if one of the if it is going to hit one of the walls on the sides, it's going to Mars, or maybe even back, or something like that. Quad motor total. Wait. What? It's a quad motor total 32 S batteries? No shit. And they are beat locked. Yeah, I can imagine that. Gosh. It's about 1 to 8 scale. Nice. Wow. That sounds really a lot of fun. Maybe putting some wings on it that floats on the side and then, lift up. They say it's equivalent of 100 horsepower, but then for an RC car, 1 to 8 scale. Supposedly one of the five fastest RC in the world. Yeah, it's what they say. It's always what they say. See you later, man. Have a nice evening. I try to keep it together, for mental sake. You can only run on. You can only run it on a tarmac at a local airport. Is it the bird? No. Is it the plane? No, it's just an RC car. Come on. It's not flat enough. That's what she said. Huh? I stopped playing with cars and truck RC when I got married. Then went on to planes, helis, and then years later drones. Yeah, they can be a lot of fun too, especially those FPV drones. Woo. Mm, mm, mm. Have a couple of FVP drones, but I'm crap at flying them. Spend more time stuck in trees. Yeah. Oh my god. I got this DJI. I think Mavic Mini, the small version. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, but if you don't have a real purpose of flying them, it's money waste. I mean, it's right over there somewhere. Mm. Mm. But also, yeah, like mentioned, also robots. I want to print some robots because I think I see cars and robots are similar. One of them would be something like Wally. I spent a ton on some fast FVP, tiny TGI goggles for racing. And then it gets old. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Something like these things can happen. I did see, by the way, the latest one. I think it was like 1,000. It looks like the Mavic. I think it's the Mavic 2 Pro. Looks very nice. But I know what's going to happen. You're constantly charging batteries. Oh yeah. Yeah. It sounds very familiar. Now with the DJI, you have those battery packs you can charge. Better to have a charger where you can charge both batteries at the same time. But like one fully charged battery is like a half an hour flight. Better than the those cheap drones, what you buy for 30 euros, and then having battery lifespan of 6 minutes and flies like shit. Um, Build a drone for local farmer. What's the most expensive thing I have ever built? 6 foot wingspan with lidar for cameras and GPS to. Oh, 10 years later, still using it. That's a good product you made, man. 2 till 3 minutes flight time. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Um, I think the use cases for a crop duster, something like that, or maybe for surveillance. And let's see. Oh, this one. Oh, it's mapping his sprinklers. Fun to build. I can't fly it for crap. So, anyways, I'm going to end this live stream. It's now 12:30 a.m. in the morning or in the night. I don't know. I'm going to end this stream on Streamyards. Maybe next time I will be streaming here again, but we will see. And keep the notifications on. Great evening. Gotta get ready for my life here in a bit. I'll see you later, man. Captain Car makes. Everybody have a nice evening, night. See you next time. Peace. Bye bye.